Hi, I'm Deepan Puriwal and you're watching the Savera. At a time when rural India continues to struggle with inflation and uncertain incomes, there's growing debate around one key question. Should the government raise wages under the National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, NREGS, also known as NREGA? The answer for now seems to be a cautious no. NREGA is the lifeline of rural India, providing guaranteed wage employment to millions. It's meant to ensure that no family in rural India goes without work or income. But despite two expert panels recommending a sharp hike in wages, the centre is unlikely to go beyond the routine 2 to 7% annual hike this year. So why the hesitation? According to people close to the matter, the government is concerned that a sharp increase in NREGS wages could lead to higher inflation. In simple terms, if rural wages rise sharply, so do the wages in related sectors like farming and small industries. Now, this can raise the cost of goods and make things more expensive for everyone, especially when inflation is just beginning to cool down. The Parliamentary Standing Committee, led by Congress MP Saptagiri Ulaka, had recommended raising the daily wage to Rs 400 and increasing the number of guaranteed work days from 100 to 150 per year. Similarly, the Sinha panel, which was formed in 2023 under former Rural Development Secretary Amarjeet Sinha, had also urged a significant wage hike and greater budget allocation. But so far, the government hasn't acted on these reports. To give you some perspective, even after the latest 2025 to 26 hike, most states under NREGA still pay less than Rs 300 per day, with only Haryana touching Rs 400. That's still below the minimum subsistence levels in many rural areas, especially with rising food and fuel costs. Instead of a wage hike, the government might focus on elevating the scheme's effectiveness. Niti Aayog is already conducting a study, and a national survey may be launched to assess how the program is being implemented at the ground level. The concern isn't just about money. It's also about leakages, about delays, and whether the work provided is actually meaningful. NREGA wages aren't just about one scheme. They act as a benchmark for rural and even industrial wages across India. So any change here has ripple effects across the entire economy. Yes, higher wages can definitely boost rural demand and consumption, but they also pose a fiscal challenge, especially with the centre already committing Rs 86,000 crore, the same as last year for the scheme, according to the government. At the heart of this debate is a difficult balance between economic prudence and social welfare. Should the government play safe with inflation in budgets or respond boldly to the needs of rural India? Well, that's a question policymakers must answer in the months ahead. Because in the end, NREGA isn't just a budget line. It's a promise of dignity, of stability, of survival for millions of rural Indians. Stay tuned to the Savera to know what's next.